Hello everyone, welcome back to a new session on applications of logical statements. So far we have discussed the major applications of if and or and how can you combine those with a few other formulas like weekday. Now this time there are four set of formulas that are based on logics as the terminology as the name signifies. For example, is text. Now if you ask some cell, are you a text, and if it is, then you're going to get true. And if you notice all the three other false statements, you'll notice everybody was asked the question, is this a number? Obviously it is not. Is this a blank? No. Is this an error? No. Similarly, if you ask a number, is it a number? Yes, it is a number, hence true. So based on the names, we can decipher whether it's a text, whether it's a number, a blank, or an error. If you notice the next two lines, for blank it is saying under is blank, yes, true. For error it is saying a true under is error. Now if you notice the last statement, on the face of it, it looks like a number, but when I ask it, is it a number, it says false. Now why that could be so? The green smart tag that you look at the top left of the cell, it signifies a message. It's saying the number in this cell is formatted as text or preceded by an apostrophe. Now when a number is stored as a text, it is shown as text as per the formula is text. Now why would we want to store the number as text? Sometimes, let's say when you're writing check numbers, if you write 00 and followed by 2 or 3 numbers, and if you press enter thereafter, it doesn't store those extra zeros which were there in the prefix. So there are two possible solutions. One, you might start with a single apostrophe, then put in the 00 digits and then the number. Once you press enter, the apostrophe doesn't show up either in printing or display. It's only the 00 followed by the number that is getting shown up. Alternatively, let's say if you have decided that this column is dedicated for check numbers. So rather than writing single quotation for all the subsequent check numbers, what you would want to do is choose the entire column, go to format cells, and make sure the format cells is text all throughout. So text format cells are treated as text even when a number is in the cell. So the effect is, without putting the apostrophe, if you write the 00s, the number gets retained. So these are the four quick formulas. Their meanings, their applications are to be discussed in the upcoming sheets. I'll talk about them in sheet 2 and sheet 3. Let me take sheet 2 first, because here I'll be talking about a formula which has been introduced in 2007, which combines two basic formulas of 2003 version of Excel, that is error and if statement. Okay, let me give you the story first. This is an example which I have borrowed from the earlier videos. That is, I have a list of employee IDs against which the name has been provided. Now out of this databases, I have taken 5 sample names, 5 sample IDs rather, and based on that I have used a basic VLOOKUP to get the corresponding name based on the ID codes. Now I would want that if in future, whenever, if the VLOOKUP answer throws an NA, I should get a message saying check again. Now how do I do that? The logic to be put in is that if the answer that is currently coming out is an error, in place of that error, please give me a word check again. So let me do one thing. With this VLOOKUP, let me just simply copy this, cut this rather, I'll be using this. So cut. Let me use a formula called if error. Now if error talks about two parameters. One, that's value. The second, value if error. Now it tells you to give in that formula from which the value is to be derived. That is the VLOOKUP. Now if that value is an error, in that position, what would you want to give? I would want to give a message saying check again. So that I have put in as a message saying value of error, close the brackets, enter. So let me double click at the bottom right of the cell, and you'll notice for the two case scenarios I am getting the message saying check again. So that's the application of if error. It asks you to give in the formula which is supposed to give the answer. Now if the answer comes out to be an NA in the alternate position, it must be giving as check again. So that was if error for you. To close the video, let me take another example in sheet 3. Now this is very interesting. Why? I'll tell you. Consider a scenario wherein against several names, some tax number, 6-digit tax number has been allotted. Now I want to do two things, in fact 3. That is, if the cell is blank, that means tax number has not been allotted, then the message showing should be ID missing. If the 6-digit is properly given there, it should be simply saying okay. And if it is anything other than 6 digits, let's say 7 digits or 5 digits or even something, let's say 8 or 10 digits, it should show invalid. Now how do I give in these 3 scenarios? Let me write the statement, and along the way I'll also explain the logic. So equal to if. First I am going to ask a question. The question is this a blank? Is the cell a blank? Now if the answer is true, what must you do? That means if it is a blank, I must say ID is missing. Correct? Okay. So if the question's answer is yes, what must I do? But if the question's answer is no, that means it has something. I must also find out the length of the digits. So I ask another question using another if in the position of value false, saying if length of this code is not equal to 6, that's the sign for not equal to. If that is not equal to 6, the message to be shown is invalid, comma. So that's the second question. Logical test. First was is blank. So logical test, that's the question saying if that is not equal to 6, in that position give me a message saying invalid. In case that is equal to 6, then I must say okay. Closing the brackets twice. So if I before I press enter, let's quickly look at the logics, inherent logics. It says first you ask a question, the first logical test. If it is blank, you must say ID missing. But if it is not so, then go over to another sub logic. Now within this sub logic, I will talk about how can I decipher whether the length is not equal to 6. That is using the formula len. If it is not equal to 6, the value if true, that should be shown as invalid. If it is equal to 6, of course, okay. Now the advantage is, if I simply drag it down to the last value, you'll notice the resulting factor. So ID missing, this is invalid, that's 5-digit code, ID missing. Let's say I enter somebody's ID, 322212, enter, it comes as okay. If I delete somebody's ID, it says ID missing. So there you go. This is the formula which is to be applied. Now be careful about the small commas, the double quotations, because any one missing and the formula would throw up an error. So keep practicing. There are several combinations and it keeps on building as you move ahead. See you in the next video. Thank you.